Good evening. It is now 6 p.m. on Tuesday, December 2nd, Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. I'd like to call our special call council meeting to order. Madam Clerk, you can take the roll, please.
Branham.
Here.
Pugh. Pugh. McBride.
Here.
Livingston.
Here.
Teratio.
Here.
Weaver.
Here.
Barron.
Here.
Walker. Mackey.
Here.
English.
Present.
Newton.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Vice Chair Pugh, for getting us into the holiday mood. Thank you. This is our last council meeting of the year, and it would only be fitting if Mr. Pugh would begin this meeting with some music. Ms. Newton, you're recognized.
Thank you. As you know, I do a lot of readings, and I'm always interested when I see something that I think reflects the work that we do as public servants, but also this time of year. And so the quote that I'll share with you today is from Bishop Desmond Tutu. "The quality of human life on our planet is nothing more than the sum total of our daily interactions with one another. Each time we help and each time we harm, we have a dramatic impact on our world. And we are gathered together to help every time that we come here before the citizens." And so I thought that quote was appropriate. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
Next is our approval of minutes from our regular session on December 3rd, 2024. Do we have any additions or corrections? I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. Madam Clerk?
Branham.
Yes.
Pugh.
Yes.
McBride.
Yes.
Livingston. Teratio.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Barron.
Yes.
Mackey.
Yes.
English.
Yes.
Newton.
yes.
Motion approved.
Next is the adoption of the agenda. Administrator Brown, do we have any changes or additions, deletions?
No request from administration.
Recognize Attorney Wright.
Yes, Madam Chair. I have one addition for executive session, 7E. I'd like to add Alvin S. Glenn Detention Center legal update pursuant to 30-4-70A2 of the South Carolina Code.
Thank you. I entertain a motion.
Second.
Motion and a second to accept the agenda with the change mentioned by the county attorney. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Branham.
Yes.
Pugh.
Yes.
McBride.
Yes.
Livingston. Teratio.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Barron.
Yes.
Mackey.
Yes.
English.
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Thank you. Next is item 6A. Ms. English, you're recognized.
Thank you. Move to make this a resolution. Second.
A motion and a second for the resolution. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Branham.
Yes.
Pugh.
Yes.
McBride.
Yes.
Livingston.
Yes.
Teratio.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Barron.
Yes.
Mackey.
Yes.
English.
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Resolution recognizing Jamie Hill. Whereas Jamie Hill, a book author, kindness advocate, and founder of the Kids Kindness Club, and the first grade student who believes that kindness, respect, and good manners can change the world and foster a more compassionate society. And whereas Jamie Hill was born on May 4th, 2018, from Staff Sergeant Gerard Hill and Crystal Hill, an employee of Richland County government. Jamie is the granddaughter of retired Major William Patterson and globally recognized author, speaker, and TV host Angela Carr Patterson. Her paternal grandparents, James and Stephanie Hill, were esteemed athletes and proud veterans of the U.S. Army, with Stephanie playing basketball in the United Kingdom. The Hill family boasts over 200 combined years of military service across generations in the United States Army and Air Force, including aunts, uncles, and grandfathers. On her maternal side, Jamie descends from a lineage of business owners who have operated in Richland County for over 58 years. Whereas Jamie excels in basketball, t-ball, and soccer among her many talents, in her free time, she loves reading, spending time with family, singing, playing board games with her parents on family night, and taking walks with her two beloved dogs, Deuce and Bo. And whereas her book, Good Manners, Good People, was written with the goal of helping teach other children by example, and through her book, founded a club on how to be kind and respectful to others so they can lead by example at home, in school, and in their communities. And whereas Jamie invites young hearts to become members of the Kids Kindness Club through her local school, church, and community organizations, where they can receive weekly kindness lessons, tips, and participate in kindness events, manor camp, resource, and books. And whereas Jamie encourages other children to be positive role model, not only in Richland County, but throughout the state of South Carolina, and to strive to enhance the lives of others by promoting kindness, respect, and manners to others. As Jamie says, let's make manners and kindness fun. And now, therefore be it resolved that Richland County Council members Jason Branham, Derek Pugh, Yvonne McBride, Paul Livingston, Allison Terratio, Don Weaver, Gretchen Barron, Jessica Mackey, Cheryl English, and Shaquise Newton hereby recognize and commend Jamie Hill for her outstanding positive role model, leadership, and contributions to the children of Richland County of South Carolina and the community at large. When I learned that we had a little one that wrote a book, my heart leaped. And when I learned the mom worked here with us, I was even more ecstatic. And so what I wanted to do, and I want to thank my colleagues and Jamie, because each one of my colleagues, if you see, you all have a personally autographed signed book by Miss Jamie Hill. So with that, we just want to thank you guys so much.
Thank y'all.
Here, put it.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to make sure you don't fall. All right. Step up. Go ahead, scoot.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Richland County Council and guests, thank you for this special honor. I am Jamie Hill. I am so excited to be here today. Kindness is cool in school. Because when we're kind and because when we are kind, we make our school and communities better. I wrote a book called Good Manners, Good People to teach kids how to be kind. How? Please remember, kindness is cool in school. Thank you again for this honor.
With that, we're going to take a picture over here at the the seal, but I invited someone, well, two that really emphasize kindness, and that is Chief Aubrey Jenkins, and I asked him to please join us as we do that. And also Sheriff Lott, but he was not able to be here. Thank you for signing those books for me, Miss Jamie. We appreciate it. And I also would like a special picture with another author on our council, and that's Miss Gretchen Barron. So I want the two authors to kind of get together so you guys can take a picture as well as the council. So thank you very much.
On three. 1, 2, 3. And last one. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Thank you.
Already.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman English. We appreciate that resolution this evening. Next is item 7, report of attorney for executive session items. Attorney Wright, you recognized.
Yes, Madam Chair. We have 5 items for executive session. 7A, Project Connect Property Update pursuant to 30-4-70A2. Property Inquiry 120 Clemson Road pursuant to 30-4-70A2 and A5. Condemnation of TMS 37100-01-19 and condemnation TMS R34500-0203, both pursuant to 30-4-70A2. And final one, E, Alvinus Glen Detention Center legal update pursuant to 30-4-70A2.
Do any of these items require outside counsel?
No.
Thank you. Per our rules, these items will be taken up at the executive session at the end of tonight's meeting. Next is item 8, citizens' input for items on the agenda not requiring a public hearing. Vice Chair Pugh, you recognize.
Becky, we have one person signed up to speak, and that is Chief Aubrey Jenkins.
Chief, you recognized. Not on the agenda?
Ma'am, we don't have anyone signed up to speak.
Thank you. Next is item 9. Citizens' input must pertain to Richland County matters not on the agenda. Items for which a public hearing is required or public hearing has been scheduled cannot be addressed at this time. Vice Chair Pugh?
Yes. Madam Chair, we have one person signed up to speak. That's Chief Aubrey Jenkins.
Thank you.
Chief, if you could come to the podium, state your name and your address for the record, and you have 2 minutes to speak, sir.
Which podium?
It doesn't matter.
2 minutes. Y'all know I got some preaching in me now. Thank you, Madam Chair, to this council, Mr. Brown. Thank you for allowing me this time. You know, oftentimes people come out, they want to complain about things, but I'm here to say thank you all because, you know, last year this time we did feeding families, and you all were very instrumental in your support. And I would tell you what we did last year, we did a little over 500 families, and I promise you it could not have been done without your support. So I just want to come and say I do appreciate it. We're doing it again this year. I look forward to your support again. So I gotta leave because I'm on the way to WIS to do an interview with them to talk about it. And the one thing I'm gonna stress and emphasize is your support, this council support, because I want everybody to know just your support that you gave us last year. And again, I just want to say I appreciate it. See, I didn't come to complain. Thank y'all.
That concludes, folks. All right. Next is item 10, report of the county administrator. Administrator Brown, you recognize.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of council. I will address the first 2 items, and then I'll ask to recognize the department personnel who are here for the remaining items under the administrator's nomination. The first item just is a project update related to the comprehensive plan. In your packet on page 17 says the first public forum will be Monday, December 16th at the Richland County Library's main branch. Citizens are invited to drop in between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. to learn more about the comprehensive planning process and provide their thoughts on growth and development in Richland County. Residents who cannot attend the public forum are invited to complete the survey and provide input on the idea board on and at the comprehensive planning website, which is www.richlandonline.com /reimagine Richland. The survey will remain open throughout the rest of the year. And staff certainly did listen to requests for multiple opportunities for citizens to engage. There has been some email exchanges where they're planning to work to get that done, working with the clerk as well as the various members of council. So this would not be the only time, but this is the first one that will be happening, and that is the update related to the comprehensive planning and the process.
Any questions? Thank you, Ms. Brown.
The next item for consideration I'm going to give you a little bit of information related to that. This item does not require action other than an item appearing on council's agenda. The Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act requires that the Midlands Workforce Development Board prepare a local plan, which comprises of Richland, Lexington, and Fairfield counties specifically, as well as a regional plan that encompasses the Midlands area along with the Catawba and Lower Savannah local areas. The plan is written every 4 years and has an update after 2 years. It is prescriptive with a list of questions to be answered. You do have an attachment in the packet for persons to review. The plan includes policies, procedures, and activities related to workforce development with both the local workforce area as well as the region. The local area staffs work with service providers, the local board members, and workforce partners along with council if they are interested to develop the content of the plan. So again, there's no action required of this council, but part of their process is to make this documentation publicly available to provide an opportunity for you to give feedback and input. So as you have reviewed the document, if you have feedback or input that you want to share and provide, you will have the ability to do that, and so we're members of the public. And so again, this action does not require a specific action of council other than being posted on your agenda and available for the public to be made aware of this information. And if there are no questions related to that, I will move on to the administrator's nomination. So the first item under the administrator's nomination, I'm going to ask that we recognize our utilities director to address item B1, the utilities elevated water tank.
You're recognized, Director Davis.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Bill Davis, Utility Director. Thank y'all for taking the time tonight. As you know, the ARPA funding gave us $2 million to get a tank built for our system. You know, we've had sporadic small water systems throughout the system over vast miles away from each other. So the first step was to go to that southeast water system. And when we put that in, we actually connected a lot of the dots. And we're still connecting dots, and connecting those dots involves putting a redundant tank. That redundant tank will provide supply for all the people in the area as we expand and as we grow. We're anticipating over the next 3 or 4 years to double the capacity of our water system. And that tank will provide the ability for us to maintain and manage those systems. So it provides a better, as you can see on that map that's in your packet, is separated. You know, there's a tank on each side of our system, which gives us a lot of redundancy and coverage. So we went to the bidding process and we got an acceptable bid. It's in your packet. We do ask for reconsideration should you approve our ask for the award for this funding tonight.
Yes.
Any questions regarding this report?
Madam Chair.
Recognize.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Ms. English, you recognize.
I don't have any questions, but I have to say the diligence that was put into this was awesome because the community fought until they understood. So thank you for your persistence, for kind of teaching them what was needed in this area for progress and growth. So I really appreciate your diligence in this matter. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We couldn't have done it without Eric Jensen's help with the property, by the way.
Councilman Weaver?
Thank you, Madam Chair, but I'm reading this now. I'm sorry. I think this answers my question. So 2 million of the 3.4 is coming from ARPA, the ARPA funds. So it's 1.4 from the county. Okay, that was it. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Any further discussion? No? All right, so this is an item that's under the administrator's nomination, which they're requesting action tonight, so I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve, Madam Chair.
The motion is second. Any discussion? You recognize Councilwoman Barron.
I didn't know when the most appropriate time, so I'll just say it now. But Director Davis, I just want to thank you because you always seem to find innovative ways to help us progress, you know, even though it seems like progress sometimes is a little slow. But I appreciate what you do for us here at Richland County. I think Ms. English said it best. You know, you go the extra mile. I don't have the services that your department provides in my district yet. But, you know, who knows how, things can progress. So as we move forward, I can't imagine that, we can do projects like this without you. So I just want to go on the record to say that.
Thank you.
Is this discussion related to this item?
Yeah.
Okay. Go right ahead. All right, well, how about this? Can we please take the vote for the item, and then if you have additional comments, then I think we can do them after discussion.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Madam Clerk?
Branham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Move
Move
to
for reconsideration.
Second.
Thank you. Motion is second for reconsideration. Madam Clerk?
Branham,
No.
Pugh,
No.
McBride,
No.
Livingston, Teratio,
No.
Weaver,
No.
Barron,
No.
Mackey,
No.
English,
No.
Newton.
No.
Motion fails.
Thank you. You recognize Councilwoman
Thank you.
McBride.
I just want to echo the remarks from Ms. English and Ms. Barron. Mr. Davis, I want to really thank you for the work that you've done. I don't have a lot of issues, but I know that when my constituents have come to me, that you have been there for them and without any hesitation. And they've called me back saying how pleasant you were, how helpful you were. And I just want to thank you on behalf of District 3 constituents for the assistance that you've given us and for myself.
Yes?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since Director Davis is here, wanted to thank him as well just for all the constituent services, the attention to detail. I know a lot of the county's utilities customers are in my council district, and been on council 2 years, and I feel like Director Davis has done his best to teach me everything I should know about water and sewer. I'm not even close, but just no substitute for the institutional knowledge that Director Davis has, decades of experience he's got here in the area. He's been a mighty resource and ambassador of the county, regionally and I think nationally as well. So again, just since you're here, thank you again, Director Davis.
Well, now I feel left out, Ms. Mackey.
Oh, well, peer pressure. Go ahead, Ms. Newton.
No, I'll just say ditto and just really thank you on top of everything they've said, just how very, very, very responsive you've been. And it's great when somebody does a good job. It's great when somebody cares about their job. But when on top of that, what the person really cares about is the people and helping people. Every time we talk, every consideration has always been, how can we make this better for the people? And I and the people that I represent really appreciate that, so thank you.
Recognize Administrator Brown.
Should I give some words? Okay, just checking. All right, no, seriously. The next item, Director Rubel? Director Rubel, if you could step to the podium. Madam Chair, if you could recognize Director Rubel to speak to the Economic Development website and brand refresh item on the Administrator's nomination.
You recognize Director Rubel.
Thank you. The Economic Development Department has a brand and logo and all that's about. It was formed back in 2010, 2011, something like that, so it's outdated. Our website additionally is very outdated. We have gone through an RFP process and selected the best response through procurement, and for timing reasons, we were asking that the council authorize administrator to sign the contracts and move forward so that we don't have to delay until February. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Director Rubel. If there are any questions, we'll entertain a motion.
Move, Madam Chair.
A motion and a second. Madam Clerk?
Branham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion and second for reconsideration. Madam Clerk?
Barron. No.
No. Got first. I'm like, huh? What you want?
Moreno.
No.
Pugh. McBride.
No.
Livingston.
No.
Teratio.
No.
Weaver.
No.
Barron.
No.
Mackey.
No.
English.
No.
Newton.
No.
Motion fails.
Thank you.
Commissioner Brown?
The last two items under item 10B are 3 and 4, and I would ask that you would recognize Mr. Quinn Epps from Conservation to cover both of these items.
Recognize Director Epps.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Madam Chair and Council, we have two items which could be combined. One is the sale of 2.1 wetland mitigation credits to the city of Casey, and the other is the sale of 5.243 wetland credits to the Blythewood Industrial Park LLC. And I definitely would like to get reconsideration for these items since we're into the holidays. Let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Director Epps, for that brief and concise report. Do we have any discussion or entertain a motion?
Just quickly, these credits
You're
relate,
recognized, Mr. Livingston.
relate to taxation penny,
The city of Casey, those.
the credits.
The city of Casey, those credits will go to the transportation, the proceeds will go to the transportation penny, and those are from the sale of surplus penny credits. Now, the Blythewood Industrial Park, those credits will go back to economic development for the credits that they purchased.
You recognize Mr. Ratio.
Thank you, and just wanted to see if we could make a statement. I'll ask the question. At $20,000 per unit, that is the standard for all credits.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Are we approving both or
Yes.
one at a time?
Move to approve both 3 and 4.
Thank you. A motion and a second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Brenham.
Yes.
Pugh.
Yes.
McBride.
Yes.
Livingston.
Yes.
Teratio.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Barron.
Yes.
Mackey.
Yes.
English.
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Move for reconsideration of 10B, 3 and 4.
Second?
Motion and second. Consideration. Madam Clerk?
Brenham.
No.
Pugh.
No.
McBride.
No.
Livingston.
No.
Teratio.
No.
Weaver.
No.
Barron.
No.
Mackey.
No.
English.
No.
Newton.
No.
Motion fails.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of council. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Next is item 11, report of the Clerk of Council.
Thank you, Chair Mackey. I don't have any report at this time.
Next is item 12, report of the chair. And briefly wanted to state, this is, I said at the beginning of the meeting, but this is our last meeting of 2024. And this council as a whole, I truly believe has worked very, very hard this year. And I've enjoyed serving with you all this year. And want to just say one more time to Councilwoman Yvonne McBride that we will miss you. Yes. And we have truly enjoyed serving with you as well. And we know you won't be too far if we call you. Next is item 13, open closed public hearings. 13A, an ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of an amendment to the infrastructure credit agreement by and between Richland County, South Carolina, and Gable Oaks Housing Associates LP and other related matters. This public hearing is now open.
Madam Chair,
Yes, sir.
no one signed up to speak for this item.
This public hearing is now closed. Next is item 14, third reading items. An ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of an amendment to the infrastructure credit agreement by and between Richland County, South Carolina, and Gable Oaks Housing Associates LP and other related matters. I'll entertain
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
a motion and a second for approval. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Brenham.
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston. Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next is item 15, report of the Economic Development Committee. Councilman Livingston, you're recognized.
Madam Chair, item 15A, an ordinance approving the sale of property located on Federal Road and other matters related there. Committee recommendation on this item was to refer this item to full council for consideration. But the conversation with the administrator prior since our last meeting, I want to at least offer a substitute motion, and that is that this item be referred back to committee. Because we have to allow it to be considered. So my motion is to refer this item back to committee.
Thank you. Motion is second. Any discussion? All right, Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston. Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Livingston, that concludes your-
Completes the report.
thank you. Item 16, other items?
Madam Chair,
You're recognized.
move to approve items 16A and B.
Second?
Motion is second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston.
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Move to reconsider.
Second?
Motion is second for reconsideration. Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
No.
Pugh,
No.
McBride,
No.
Livingston. Teratio,
No.
Weaver,
No.
Barron, Mackey, English,
No.
Newton.
No.
Motion fails.
Thank you. If we could get reconsideration on our third reading item, item 14A.
Move to reconsider 13.
I'm sorry, 14A is a
14A.
third reading item. Thank you.
Second?
Motion is second for reconsideration. Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
No.
Pugh,
No.
McBride,
No.
Livingston. Teratio,
No.
Weaver,
No.
Barron,
No.
Mackey,
No.
English,
No.
Newton.
No.
Motion fails.
Thank you. We're now at item 17, executive session. And from a previous, we have 5 items, 7A, B, C, D, and E for executive session. I'll entertain a motion.
So move, Madam Chair.
Second. Motion is second to go in executive session for items mentioned. Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston.
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
We're now in executive session. Madam Clerk? Oh, okay.
Far away.
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Mackey, English, Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Madam
Thank
Chair.
you. Let the record reflect that we went into executive session to discuss items 7A through E, and no action was taken.
Madam Chair.
You recognize Councilman Branham.
I'd like to move to authorize the administrator to proceed with course of action that was discussed in executive session as to items 7C and D.
Second.
The motion and a second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Next is item 18. Yes, sir.
I'd like to ask for reconsideration of
Move to
those items.
reconsider?
Second.
A motion and a second to reconsider items 17, items 7, C, and D. Madam Clerk?
Brenham,
No.
Pugh, McBride,
No.
Livingston,
No.
Teratio,
No.
Weaver,
No.
Barron,
No.
Mackey, English, Newton.
Nope.
Motion fails.
Next is item 18, motion period.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I don't have a motion, but could I request, in case one of our colleagues is not here next week, can we have a reminder of when the January date is again for our retreat? I think it's Rock Hill or something.
Our January Strategic Planning Forum, it is on January 14th through 16th. There is a calendar invite that was sent to you. It's on your calendar.
14 through 16?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. And when
Don't
we,
have it. Yes, sir.
oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yes.
When we adjourn, if you could have one more minute before council leaves in case Santa makes a return visit. So Santa might need just a minute for
Thank you.
council.
Thank you, Councilman Weaver. We appreciate your good holiday spirit today. Thank you so much. Item 18, I did not receive any motions, and item 19 is adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second, Madam Clerk.
Brenham,
Yes.
Pugh. Yes. McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Teratio,
Yes.
Weaver,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Meeting adjourned, 2024, in the books.